All right, so real quick, I'm going to show you how to get started with ClassFlow as far as recording your lesson. Once you've logged in, which there's another video to help you set up your account with ClassFlow if you don't already have one. Once you get logged in, this is going to be your dashboard. And you see you've got lots of choices. You have instant whiteboard, start a quick poll, create a lesson, create an activity, create a quiz or an assessment. And for the purpose of this video, we are going to be setting up a lesson. Now, with the new ClassFlow, they've kind of changed the words on us a little bit. A lesson is more or less like you creating a flip chart. And the neat thing is that if you have a flip chart that you just absolutely love, that you either created or found when Promethean Planet was up and running, you can still import those flip charts into ClassFlow. Now, we have had some had to make some adjustments with a few teachers that I've helped to do this before, because the fonts sometimes don't carry over, or things like images get skewed here left and right. But for the most part, you can carry the content over from Active Inspire, from Flipchart, into ClassFlow. All right, so just to get you started, and again, this is going to be really quick. I'm not going to go into all of the things that you can do when you're creating your lesson, because just like you, this is new to me. I'm discovering new things every time I log on to ClassFlow. But if you just want to get started with a basic flip chart, a basic lesson, that's what they're called now, I'm going to go over your toolbar, which, if you remember before, in Active Inspire, your toolbar was over here, or you can put it over here. Now it's stationary, and it's right here at the top. Here are the items that are in your menu. You have insert. I'll come back to that in just a minute. You have your pointer. You have different shapes that you can insert. You have text box, the pen, and if you click the little arrow beside the pen, there's your highlighter tool. And if you hit highlighter, notice that down here you get a couple more options. You can change the highlighter color. You can change the width of the highlighter, and you can change the style. Same thing for a pen. You can change the color, you can change the width, and you can change the drawing style of the pen. And then here's your eraser tool. Over here is your toolbox, and here are a couple more items that before in Active Inspire you had to actually go and select these from the file menu, and now they're right here in your toolbar, which I think is kind of handy, especially for some of my math and science people. There's the protractor tool, the ruler, there's a compass, there's even a graphing calculator. I'm not going to play around with that today, but if any of my math people want to try that out. Then also in this menu, you can use your camera to capture images. If you're on your laptop, if you have the old laptop, I don't think you have a webcam built in, but if you wanted to borrow one of the Huey cameras from the library, we have some of those that you could use. I'm going to just X out of that for right now. You also have the ability to create an assessment inside your flip chart from the toolbar. I think before it was a little bit more involved, and I will be doing another tutorial on creating assessments in your lessons later on. You can insert a link to another web page, and then here's where you can change the background color. All right, so if you notice, there are two slides. It kind of reminds me of PowerPoint, how you could see the preview of your two slides over here on the left-hand side. The two slides over here, this first one is a section header. You have the ability to break up a lesson into different sections. So if this was a flip chart you were going to use for an entire unit, you could do like part 1, and then if you look down here, you could add another section and add part 2, or whatever you wanted to call them. Now, the other verbiage change with ClassFlow is that this is not called a page or a flip chart. This is now called a card. And so if you notice down here, when I clicked to show you how to add another section, you now have the option of adding a card. So that's just a little verbiage change again. So if you wanted to add another blank page, you would just go down here and click Add Card. All right, so if I just wanted to set this up, let's say you just want to set up some bell ringers. Put today's date. Today, oh, in the text box is December what is today? December the 6th, 2017, and you could say morning or first period bell ringer. And then you could go in and type up your bell ringer. So you could just do straight typing, or if you are creating this, I'm not plugged into a Promethean board right now, but if you're creating this and you're plugged into your board, then you could select that pen tool and then you could handwrite whatever onto the board. You also have let me get rid of that over there too. You also have the option of adding images. So if you wanted to include an image, I'll show you how to do that really quick. That's going to come over here under this Insert tab that I said we'd come back to. And when you click on that Insert tab, it's going to bring you here to where you're going to select a file. And you have lots of different options. The easiest one for you guys is defaulting to My Resources. Now, unless you have previously created a flip chart or a lesson in ClassFlow, you're not going to see a whole lot of stuff right here. You're seeing some of mine because I've been playing around with this pretty much all morning. So you want to not be under My Resources. You want to click that drop down menu, and you can either ClassFlow uses Bing as its search engine. If you've never heard of Bing, it's kind of like Google. So if you just wanted to search for an image, let's say that since tomorrow's Pearl Harbor Day, you wanted to show an image of Pearl Harbor. We're just going to search Bing for a picture of Pearl Harbor. And you see you've got all these options to choose from, which I'm surprised there's not more. We're going to pick this first one. And let me go back and get my cursor. We'll move it over here. So you could actually search for an image that could become like a writing prompt for you. That's what I would use it as when I taught elementary school. I would put a picture up on the board and have the kids write about it for a few minutes. So you could definitely do that option with your images, or you could just have an image that goes along with your bell ringer. You also, going back to this Insert tab, you also have the option to upload a new resource. So let's say you have a picture saved somewhere that you want to use. I'm going to find one on my Google Drive. So let's say I wanted to use, this Merry Christmas right here. I'm going to select it and select Open. And then you see it pop up right here. And then if I click it, then I have the opportunity to put it on my card and to modify it so it fits. All right, so that's another option for getting images onto your card. And then again, if I wanted to add another card, I come back over here to the left to my preview slides or preview cards and hit Add Card. And there's the new card that pops up. I hope this helps you get started building your lessons. And again, check back because I will be adding some more in-depth videos on adding some more details to your lessons. Oh, and to finish up, when you're all finished, if you notice, I'm going to click off of that, this is auto-saving. As long as you're logged into your account, it's auto-saving. When you're finished, you're going to click those 3 bars in the green box, and I would just click Save again just to be sure. And then you're going to exit Builder, and it's going to bring you back to your dashboard. Now to find what you just created again, you can go to Resources, and you should see your lesson at the top of your list. And as you build resources, you'll have a cumulative list of your resources. All right, so I hope that helps. As always, email me with any questions. Thanks.